Hey family, welcome back to the channel. I am at the Hyatt Hotel in Waikiki, just about 2 blocks from my house. I had come over the other day and had lunch here by the waterfall. So hopefully you can hear me okay. I am trying to start using my DJI mic, and I did a test and it seems that it's doing a pretty good job of not picking up the background noises. This waterfall behind me is quite loud. But I just want to do a little update. I've been retired now for a couple months, and as I'm waiting to start my adventures, I've just made an executive decision and I'm going to leave. So here in the last week or so, since my condo in Hawaii hasn't sold, I've decided to not rent it out, and I'm gonna go ahead and just take off, just start traveling. So I actually purchased a ticket. I fly out next week on Thursday, basically a week from yesterday. I'm filming this on Friday, and I'm gonna go ahead and head off to Vietnam. I'm flying into Hanoi. I use my American Airlines points. I get basically a free ticket. I think one way was 35,000 points. I fly out of Hawaii on Thursday the 1st around noon, May 1st, and land in Japan around 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I have about an hour and a half, 2 hour layover, and I hop in the next plane that takes me to Hanoi. And I believe I get in about 9 or 10 o'clock at night on, I think it's Saturday. So I'll go ahead and stay the first week in Hanoi. I'm there in a new city, might as well stick around, enjoy it, sightsee a bit. And then I plan on taking the train. I think it's called the Renaissance train, if I got that right. It's only like $40 to $60, depending on if you want a nice comfy chair or a bed to sleep in, as it is about I think it's a 12 to 14 hour train ride, something like that. I think most of them go overnight. We get on the train at 10 o'clock in the evening, arrive about noon the next day. So that's my update for today. I'm out just taking a walk and decided to stop in here as it's a nice shaded place. Again, hopefully you can hear me okay. If not, maybe the noise reduction on the video editing software will work. But I just want to do a very quick update that's saying basically this time next week, I will finally be starting my global travels, my self-funded global travels, living globally while just exploring the world. If you're new to the channel or just for a little update, basically what I plan to do is go to a country, in this case, Vietnam, check it out for a week or so. Uh, I've never been to Vietnam. That's why I chose Vietnam. I've been to a lot of countries. I've been to a lot of Asian countries. I could have went back to a country I've been to, but I want to go to one I haven't been to. So assuming I do like it, assuming all goes well for, let's say, a week or so, I'm going to travel down to Da Nang, spend about a week there. And after about a week in Da Nang, I'm going to start looking for a long-term rental apartment, just something month to month, not a year. Vietnam does a 90-day e-visa, very simple, $25 for single entry, $50 for multiple entry. I'm just applied it literally this morning, $50 for the multi-entry visa. So once I'm there and rent a place on a month-to-month basis, now I can stay for 1 year or I can stay for 3 months. I just have to leave the country once every 90 days to renew that visa or renew my entry. So my plan is to rent an apartment. And what I'm probably going to rent is they call, I think it's a hotel apartment, basically a hotel that rents out long term. You get a kitchenette. Usually they're like little studios or maybe even a 1 or 2 bedroom if you're willing to pay for that. What's nice is you still get weekly maid service and you get free breakfast in the morning, and there's someone on site just in case an issue comes up. I am traveling alone. Just initially, it's just a good sense of security knowing there's someone downstairs. And I don't know, you get hurt, you have an issue, if something happens, there's someone there to help you in case you end up in the hospital. You can call the hotel, you can go into your room and get your passport or something if necessary. Anyway, that's the plan. So my goal would be to stay in Vietnam for, I'll just say, 6 months. While I'm in Vietnam, that doesn't mean I won't fly back to the USA. Since I'm not selling my condo, I very likely may come back to Hawaii in a month or 2 or 3, check on the condo, see how things are going. Maybe it sells. Maybe I get an offer and I have to come back to get it cleaned up, straightened up, get rid of my stuff. At this point, I do have my moped and my car both for sale. We'll see if they sell before I go. And if they don't sell, then, I'm going to just sit on them and I'll sell them when I come back. But while I'm over in Vietnam for, 3 months, 6 months, whatever that is, I do plan probably about a monthly trip. I may go over to, Philippines. I may go to Japan. I may go to Cambodia. I may go to Thailand. I'll go check out other countries. Once I have my nut or my cost base is so low, I can afford to travel and do things. But the primary thing I'm going to do is just rent a motorcycle, whether it be a 100, 150cc moped. Maybe I'll rent a dual sport dirt bike. I've already looked into it, something like a Honda XR or CR 150, a dual sport, street legal off-road bike. It's only $400 a month. If you rent it per day, they charge you like $30, $40 a day. But on a monthly rate, $400 ain't bad. So I'll rent a bike probably, not full time, but I'll rent a moped full time. and then I'll rent a dirt bike when I plan on doing riding. I'll hook up with some other guys, take some trips, do some riding. So that's the plan. Stay in Vietnam for, let's say, roughly 6 months or through the end of the year, and tentatively come home at the end of the year, which is my birthday, the holidays, see family, check on the condo, and let's face it, knock on wood, hopefully the condo has sold by then. But I'm really excited. I'm only a week away. I have a lot to do. I just filed my taxes. I've got all this checklist of things to get done, and some of the amazing things are just in the last week as mail comes in and you get bills and there's things you realize you haven't updated or changed. You need to sit down and I don't know, just various things. I can't even go through it, but it's amazing how running your life, taking care of things, paperwork. I'm still trying to get all my mail forwarded, put all my mail on email only, do not send hard copy mail. I'm trying to get all that set up, even though I have a mail forwarding service through South Dakota. And, I haven't made a video on that yet, but I will soon. I did the South Dakota residency. I'm now a resident of South Dakota. I'm staying here temporarily in Hawaii until I sell my condo. But like I said, I leave next Thursday, May 1st. So effective after this year, going on to future years, I don't have to file state taxes. South Dakota has no state income tax, so you don't file state income taxes. So next year, since I'm a Hawaii resident, or I was up until recently, I will do a partial year return. So getting back to this paperwork thing, just the last few weeks, last few days, now that I have an actual date where I'm leaving, I'm just trying to close everything down, get everything taken care of. And it is a lot of work. I was getting ready to go to the gym the other day, getting all pumped up, ready to walk out the door. Then I opened my mail, had something from the California Franchise Tax Board regarding 2 years ago. Had to get on the phone with them. I had something else I needed to call. Where you call, you're on hold for 45 minutes or waiting on the call back. But I'm just dealing with things. Oh, it was canceling my health insurance. So since I retired, I had to pay for my own health insurance. So I bought Kaiser health or medical insurance through the, Obamacare or whatever you call it. And as soon as I got the card and got the coverage, here it is 3 weeks later, I decided I'm leaving. So I have my coverage basically stopping at the end of the month. And of course, I fly out on the 1st. So just taking care of all that took another, 1 or 2 hours on the phone. So just a lot of effort going into, making sure my life is, on hold. And, I don't have recurring bills coming in and mail going to a mailbox when I don't really need it to, and I can just simply get an email. So that's my update. This time next week, I will theoretically be in Vietnam, and I'm going to take off and go finish my walk. I literally just left. I'm all of about 3 or 4 minutes from my house. I popped in here just to shoot this quick update. So I'm going to try to get this uploaded right away onto YouTube, assuming the audio quality sounds good. And anyway, I'll try to start doing more regular updates now that I've actually got a plan. And I'm starting my travel. So, hey, wish me luck. And I'm going to go ahead and take off and finish my walk. So don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and to get updates on my newest adventures, as I now have a plan. And I'll be leaving next week, starting my global adventures in Vietnam. Take care. I found this pretty interesting and wanted to share. Yes, he is snorkeling with a metal detector.